First, note the space propaganda in the JPEG or the profile image. This fella just chimed in. This is the second person tonight to ask me to think for them. Keep in mind, they're not spelling their words. They also utilize social engineering stickers, which are in place to do away with abstract thought. So I told them something to the effect of, the answer you seek requires critical thought. People are fucking stupid. That's the bottom line. They are fucking stupid. And then some. But as always, what the fuck do I know? Just an example of a dime a dozen. I mean, these duds are a dime a dozen. What do I often say? Research instead of reacting. So if the dud in question simply scrolled through the account just for a moment, I mean, it's not that far down, they would probably notice something that does leap out, even though I realize I don't usually do that for TikTok because I'm looking for people who are invested. But I do see two things here, two posts that state test question. So that just might be what I'm talking about. Which means you might want to sit through those. And most people won't. Most people probably don't want to. Because most people are dumber than a fucking bucket of marbles. Two things to consider here. Are you guys bombarded with this shit? The green junk? Because I sure am, clearly. In the event anybody has any doubts. So this account here, The Slime. Well, let me click on it. I guess not. So let's unblock it. Let's see if this will bring it up. I guess it won't. Let's go back to where we interacted if they're still there after having blocked this kid for just fucking whining at me. They got old. Oh, that kid said I'll do more research. We'll see. Let's see if the other one's still in here or not. I think it deleted them when I blocked it. I think is how that worked. I've been trying to figure out some of the, the subtle things here in TikTok, which is kind of strange. You figure it wouldn't have done that. Let's see if they're in the post. Give me another second. Whoops. I think I clicked on the wrong one too. Which one was it? I think it was this one here. Yeah, it's this one. So those should have still been in the activity thing, but I guess not. I might sneeze too, pardon me. So The Slime, right, says, what, bro? And I gave the same answer I just gave the other kid. Then he says, bro's acting like it's the most obvious thing in the world. Social engineering sticker. Doesn't take you that long to just explain it. But why would I do that? For a Muppet who just popped into my life and demanded answers. Keep in mind the post in question. This has to do with the kids that wrote the Hearth book, who urge you to drink your piss and a bunch of other misleading garbage. Bits and pieces reflect reality. By and large, they're just using Wikipedia and superficial Google searches. But what the fuck do I know? This is the kid in particular with horrible tattoos on his face. And a while back, I interacted with him. I'm shocked he hasn't blocked me. But I asked him if the rings he wears are gold. And eventually he said, maybe, because they fucking are. They're making money off this shit. They're making money off people who don't have a clue what's going on. In other words, they're using people. So I asked again, because I've been asking this for quite a while. And I said, who wrote this book? So he said me, and left some social engineering stickers, which once again are in place to do away with abstract thought. So I told him social engineering stickers are in place to do away with abstract thought. Back to point. That's what this is in reference to. With the kid saying, what, bro? Probably because he can't Google social engineering stickers. If he did do that, which he probably didn't do that, he probably just asked me what's what. But I might be wrong about that. Yeah. So I said, if you were paying attention, I'm looking for people who can think for themselves. Later, dud. Then paying attention to what exactly? The video has no sound. The video whose context has nothing to do with your comment. Make it make sense. And so I told him goodbye. And then he wrote me again. And this is, I think, when I blocked him. So he told me lots of love. Make it make sense. He wants me to think for him, but I can't make it make sense if he's fucking stupid. Which he is, clearly. By the way, I'm pulling your legs when I said lots of love. Yeah. And he says, step up to the challenge and explain yourself. Why would I do that for somebody who's utilizing social engineering stickers? They're not taking enough time and energy. Why would I do that? Why would I fucking do that? Not to mention, the entire point, again, is for people to think for themselves. And this shit's pretty on the nose, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, how does this not make sense to people? I mean, you got to be fucking stupid not to grasp this. You see the account at the top. That's who I interacted with. I asked them a question. They responded. Keep in mind, I understand it's divine being and embodiment. If you looked into it, they moderate both of those. It's the same fucking thing. It's just somebody responding from another one of their accounts. And I knocked their dick in the dirt because they left a bunch of fucking social engineering sigils, the stickers, what people superficially call emojis. Something our masters spoon fed us, which is why it's at the bottom of... Do you see all these stupid little yellow smiley faces? It's social engineering. So instead of people thinking for themselves, they just rattle that shit off. It's not rocket science. It's a fucking joke because our masters are laughing at us, and everybody who buys into this shit is the goddamn punchline. But as always, what the fuck do I know? Oh, I explained it.